Hey guys, it's the local sports pod. It's Wednesday, March the 4th. The Ides of March are coming. It's always state's playoff season. We're going to talk a little bit about that. It is Cougar Center Court, Lady Cougar Center Court. We are live from the Lady Cougars team room as always. Coach Joe Gavio is here. We have some esteemed guests here. I'll get to them in a second, but quickly we want to thank our sponsors. As always, without them, we could not present this content. Hopefully this won't be the last one. We're going to do one more. We're not going to say who, what, when, where, or why, but we got it. We'll do one more. Quickly want to thank the sponsors: RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, Sacco Chiropractic, Barbush Automotive, and VLB Auto Sales. They are our Coach Gab's Unsung Heroes sponsor segment when we do the girls. And also Firo's Funeral Services for our crossover. We have a special guest this week who's probably making fun of me somewhere behind the camera, but we'll get to him in a little while as well. We'll get to the sponsors as well. Quickly, big season for you. Can't say enough about it. 24-2, 10th in the state right now, according to Max Preps. Sorry, I go with the easy ones. Wyoming Valley Conference regular season championship, Wyoming Valley Conference tournament champs, District 2, 4, 6A champs. We'll get into that in a little bit, but in my opinion, this has been a fun run. I'm so happy I've been welcomed in by your group, by the school district, to be a part of the broadcast teams that cover the girls and the boys as well. But it has just been truly a pleasure to be on the other side of it for a long time. It's been a thought, and I'm glad I can be a part of it. You girls have given me the time of my life, as I tell them all when they come up. So thank you guys enough so much. So much more to go in this journey. But quickly, these girls have to go lift, right? I don't know. Maintain. Was that the word we used? Before the camera came on? Maintain. I don't know. They all look so happy. But quickly, I'll tell you about Barbush Automotive, who is our Gav's Unsung Hero sponsors. Barbush Automotive, 570-454-7571, located at 299 Route 940, Harley Hazel Township. All your repair and emergency repair services, needs, inspections, all kind of good stuff, especially at this time of the year, Gav. You know, when you have a car, we go from the cold to the warm, then we go back to the cold. You know what happens. I know it could be fatal. We've all been there. So give them a call, 570-454-7571. Brian and staff have been more than open arms to us for sponsorships throughout football, throughout basketball, throughout the playoffs, throughout the districts, and they're keeping right on going with us. Located on the same location, BLB Auto Sales. If you're in the mood or in the running for a slightly used, newer type vehicle, this is the place to be. Give them a call at 570-861-8393. If speaking one-on-one is not your forte for the day, you can check out all of their inventory, www.barbushauto.com. Again, or give them a call, 570-861-8393. Both businesses located on the same premises. Again, big thanks to Brian and staff. It's Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales, 299 Route 940, Harley Hazel Township. And the reason that being that sponsor, we have some awards to hand out. And these are Coach Gab's Unsung Heroes. I know we usually do the MVP from a series of games, but Coach Gab came to me in the beginning of the season and said he wanted everybody to meet the team as we went along. And I think we accomplished that pretty much with this last group. We'll start it off with senior Addison Fritz. Tell us a little bit about Addie.
The story's been said, but yeah, we're a phenomenal teammate to the players on the team, and came late and did her thing. Just did her thing, and like I said, we're totally happy. We welcomed her with open arms, and she was in our system. Decided to go up to Marion, came back, and we're happy with a long fight. But now she's playing, and she's doing a great job, and did whatever was asked for her. And anybody in that situation, I don't know how they would have handled it, but I wouldn't have handled it as good as she did. A great kid, and when she went, there a lot of things that happened there. We got another thing here. that,
Oh, yes, another big one.
1,000-point score.
February 20th, 2026 will forever hold in this young lady's mind, brain, sound mind, whatever you want to call it. 1,000 points scorer, third one this year,
Yeah.
and a big one.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's quite an honor as a coach. I mean, you get one, you're lucky.
Right.
You get two, you're very lucky. You get three. This is off the chart.
Trifecta.
It's off the charts. It's really been, it's been great. I mean, I've had every kid up there and they've just done it in a nice way. And I'm so happy for all of them, to be honest with you.
So now you get to talk. What do you think?
I'm just very grateful for everything I went through to come here and for, Coach Gav and Coach Danny to welcome me into their family and all my teammates for being just so supportive of me. And, I couldn't have been grateful for just how my senior year to go.
She's made friends probably from the first hour she was here.
Absolutely.
And just continue. She's just a great person. She's a great player. Sometimes I call her by another name. We won't mention that now. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
But congratulations to you. We'll move it on down the line if I can find my darn thing. Junior, right? Hannah Mattis. Did I say it right? I think I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, she'll punch me in the face.
So that's all right. She's a
We won't do that. She is a
wonderful kid. Wonderful kid.
How's her thing, coach?
Oh, does her thing. Tremendous athlete. Never looks crooked. Works hard. Good for the locker room. It makes us better. As a coach, they said you're only as good as the people who push the people who are playing a little bit more. Hannah's never looked backward. Does a phenomenal job. And tremendous athlete. They all are. They're all tremendous athletes in their sport. And I know softball coaches want to see us win, but she's one of the star pitchers there, and she's really a wonderful kid. I just I got close to Hannah. I don't know how, but we got real close and stuff like that. And she's just a wonderful kid to be around. The teammates there, they love her. It's phenomenal. And this is her word. I know she'll say some nice things about me because she's the best. She's the best.
You're up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we do?
Yeah, I'm just thankful to be here, pushing my teammates hard every day at practice, making them better for this long run that we hope to go on. Yeah.
She does. She's an excellent player. Excellent. And what Hannah, now look at Hannah, maybe 5'5". She's played every position. Actually, the way it just worked out, she's an inside player, but she's a great shooter too. She's a great shooter. But anything you ask of her, she does it. Comes to practice, has not missed a practice, smiles, and just very important in our team room stuff. It's very important.
Awesome. All right, now we have Meadow Pavlik.
Meadow,
Junior.
another tremendous athlete. I tell you, Mary Kelly tell you that is starting on the field hockey team, but she's a great basketball player too and loves it. It's in her blood. And it goes to her aunt and her mom and stuff like that, and pushing hard stuff. And gets behind a little bit because the seasons when we're starting there, but oh my God, comes in and just pushes those kids get better and better and better. That's why the future always looks great here. I don't know if I'll ever retire with these guys, but she does a wonderful job in what she does. Yeah, it might be, but she's done a wonderful job. And anything we've asked her, and she's working, getting better and better and better. And that's all you want. And pushing people to the extent that we don't want people to get sick. We don't want injuries to happen. They do occur. We don't have a problem there with these guys. We don't.
Meadow. Speak.
I'm just grateful to be here. I push my teammates to the highest of their potential. And
All right, and one more. I don't know. Do we include this one with the Rugrats?
She's the ultimate rugrat, believe it or not. Anna Schaefer is just she's a pit bull.
She's a freshman.
She's a freshman pit bull. Whenever we have someone who's going to play someone real tight, go Cougar.
But guess those varsity points.
We sing her.
I gotta say.
We sing her on there, and she's just a tough son of a gun. She's a tough son of another outstanding athlete. I think she was first team all soccer WBC. Now the coach latched onto her with lacrosse, and everyone wants a piece of that. Everyone wants a piece of that. She's a basketball player.
You gotta love it.
I love athletes. I just love them. I like they play different sports, but she's done a phenomenal job as a freshman. like I said, she's the pit bull. We sing her on people. Someone.
So she's really not a rugrat. She's in a league all her own. She's a pit bull.
She's a pit bull. She's a pit bull. And
Sorry.
I know her father and mother very good, but I know her father very, very good.
As well.
He was a wrestler.
Yes, he
I
was.
thought now with wrestling, we might lose her if they have an extra season there. But
She's tough.
she's just real tough and getting better and better. And like
I'll
I said,
say
okay,
that's
so
what
that
it's getting.
keeps me coaching for 3 more years. So I can coach these people.
There you go.
I just don't want to leave
Three
him
more
go.
years.
Do not want to leave him go.
Pass that down. Anna Schaefer, our freshman, the pit bull,
The pit bull.
and your thoughts.
I just couldn't be more grateful to be on an amazing team like this. All of my teammates are so welcoming, and as being a freshman, they all helped me to where I am now.
Awesome. You have much more to say to these crazy.
No,
kids?
they're wonderful kids. There's a reason. There's a reason why we are where we are. And it's because people like this and people want to be around us and people want to latch onto the team. We picked up players, fans the last 2 or 3 years that I have a friend who is in the hospital. He's sick. And last year got latched on him and his wife. Well, he couldn't make it because he's sick. His wife came by herself to the Wicked Sun. He said, I hope I'm ready for a Friday. He's just texted me. And that's what does. Look at these kids. And they've all gotten some chance and stuff. And they said, you're in a tough position. He said, all these kids are good. They see them play. Like, it's amazing. So it's a good thing. And it's a healthy competition, but we want to compete. You know, they work as hard as anybody and they deserve all the credits too. And I've always been like that, but even more today because you see what they bring here. You see every day they never look at you crooked. They play as hard as they want, and they want to compete and they want to be there. And there's a reason why we're one of the top teams in the state because of those people.
All right, well, before we get yelled at, I gotta send them on their way so they
Yeah.
can.
Well, they gotta
Yeah.
pump a little bit, get a little
Yeah.
stronger, play some stronger teams here. Yes, although they'd like to stay here. They could they like it, but that
Well, yeah, it's like
beats them up a little
story
bit. It beats them up a little bit, but then Danny will yell at me because we gotta maintain there.
Maintain. Well, big thanks, again, to Coach Gab's unsung heroes, the last of the least, for this episode. Senior Addison Fritz said the right thing. Junior Hannah Mattis, junior Meadow Pavlik, and a pit bull freshman, Anna Schaefer. Ladies, good luck. We got a ways to go here. We ain't done yet. So we're getting the look, and you guys got to go bye-bye now and go maintain.
Thank you.
Right, Coach? Thank you, guys.
Work hard, girls. Come on, work hard.
We gotta move over once and guys come. Or no, should we stay? I guess we'll just stay and then when I call the other guy. All right, we'll move. That's good.
Yeah, where's Paulie? Not my
All
lap.
right, it is time for our crossover guest. Brought to you by Farrell's Funeral Services. Get it, crossover, Farrell's Funeral. I don't know. Nobody gets it when they say it. But anyway, our good friends at Farrell's Funeral Services provide us with a sponsorship for our crossover guests, even though we really don't give him anything whenever he comes on. Since 1892, they've been in a business when the family is in a time of need. These are the folks to call at 26 West 2nd Street here in Hazelton. Give them a call. Director Jeff Farrell, good friend. Supervisor Andy Piskel, like family. Give them a call, 570-454-1561. You can make your way in here now.
Do I get a grand entrance?
Yeah, whatever.
I sit next to Gavin?
I'll play your music. Where are we sitting?
Come on.
Director.
Wow,
Sit
thank you.
sit
Oh,
like-
I guess sit next to Mike.
Wonderful. You wore the skinny pants today. I'm
I
proud of
like
you.
pants,
I
look
like
like
it. Nice. Like the sneakers too. It's like a new sneakers.
So like,
Paul Bo joins us and with his grand entrance here.
I was working, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit late.
No, we're glad to have you. You brought the awards for the
I
girls.
brought the awards, they're printed out, Missy said, yo, we're $27.
All right, cool.
And some coffee.
I'm down. All right, so let's talk a little bit where you've been since we last did the episode. Feel free to chime in. I know you won't hold back, but as I get my cards in order here. I guess when we last left, it was senior night, right? Big senior night, big win. And then we started with the first game of the WVC tournament, the Wyoming Valley Conference tournament, on the road, might I add.
Yes. and
I'm not sure how that all played out, but
Well, the sites are determined months in advance.
right, which we
So,
talked about.
It just so happened to be that we won our division, but Redeemer was the second.
Holy
place team.
Redeemer, first
Yeah,
team we
yeah,
played.
they were, and there's their home court.
Right.
And I got so many phone calls on, this is not fair. This is the way it goes.
There's nowhere to park up there. I'm more.
I know. And we've been up there.
I got a ride.
They
So I like
rotate
that.
that formal challenge. John does a good job with those people, with those players and stuff. We watched them. I don't see too much in Division Two, but when we were gonna play them, we started looking at them. People said they're gonna play hard and John's gonna have some sort of thing. And in hindsight, it was a tough game up there. It's a 2 or 3 point game.
First 3 quarters were hell.
2 quarters. They
Yeah.
they did some things to us that other people have done, but they're pretty good athletes. They jumped our fast break. Okay, they did that a little bit. And they took away a lot of little things and we were playing real well. You know, they don't always play perfect the way you want. And I was impressed with how hard they played. And they always did. I mean, they won upset us. There was no question there. They had nothing to lose and they were playing us really, really hard. And
Yeah, Paul mentioned quickly the game that they played the first game in the day on Saturday.
What are you doing there? I saw.
They had a 5-point lead. Unfortunately, it didn't end in their favor.
man,
But
that was
they're a fun team to watch.
yeah, they're a tough team. They really are. They're always competitive. The kids are competitive. A lot of them know our girls. They play AAU. And matter of fact, Meadow plays. He has a travel team. She plays on it. And so, you know, they're starting to become with travel. Everybody knows everybody and stuff. But we knew they were going to get a game out of them. I thought they took away some things. I didn't like the way we responded to it. But in halftime, we had made adjustment on our press, a couple of things. They were taking away our fast break because we like to get Benny or Ryan the ball. So we went to our secondary thing and they were there. But, you know, you get wrapped up. We were missing some shots. And then we went on like a 12-0 run to start right out of the quarter. And
Yeah,
then it was all in. But they played hard. They played hard. They're a nice team.
But victory on that one. And then that took us to round 3 of Crestwood and Hazelton
Yep.
here at the beginning, the home game.
Yep, that was a rubber game that we were really looking forward to. We always think we should have won every game, even Red Bank Catholic, but hey, give them credit. They came here, a big crowd. I don't think we really played well that game, but this is what you play for. Our press didn't look good. We didn't look quick. I don't know what the heck happened there, but it was it was the first time they played us and they beat us there a little bit.
Right.
So this was like
This
the
is the
rubber
rubber
match,
match.
even though
Yeah.
we won the division. A lot of people say, I got a little upset. People said, well, you get another crack at them. They got a crack at them, but they're still in second place. We won the champ. They get another crack at us. Saying that, the kids came out, they responded well. And you know, the games take on their own thing. I thought we were ready, we were prepared, a couple of little things we did, and they jumped us. Usually we jump teams, they're like 8 or 9-2, and with the flops, the big crowd, champ spun line, and we did. We came back with like on a 15-0 run. We did a couple of things, and
And the nice thing is you were able to celebrate that championship here at home.
out here once again, that's picked way before.
Right.
It just happened to be here. They go to Dallas, they go here, they go here. If your team happens to Wilkes-Barre, that team happens to be in it. So it was wonderful to win a championship here, the third in a row and stuff. So we were pretty excited about the whole thing. It was perfect, getting ready for the district run.
Yep, and a couple days later, Wyoming Valley West comes to town after a big knockoff
Yep.
there at Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
We were all taken back by that score,
Yeah.
and
It worked.
they come rolling into town here for the first edition.
Yeah, they had some issues this year and but they started playing a little bit better. And we're surprised that they were there because Wilkes-Barre beat them twice. But the thing is, a game, and we said don't let them in the game, and we got them early. They were kind of mad. I told Gary after, I like what you're doing here because we're pretty good. And they didn't have that good a year, but they won their last 2 games, and they were good over a team that they lost, but couldn't match up with us, to be perfectly honest with you. So it happened. Everybody played, and it was good getting ready. That game got us to Mohegan Sun. It also got us to the interdistrict because this year and last year was one of the few times where first and second place team go because we had 7, 6, 18.
Right.
And a lot of times you have 4, then we take 1. It's a percentage the state goes by. That's why Philadelphia, they have 132 quad 8, 6-18s. I keep saying quad 8, but 6-18s, that's why they get 11 in. It depends on how many people in your area. I think District 4 might get 1-6 might get 1. And that's just the way it is. So we knew that was a big game. And yeah, and now we're looking forward to playing a Scranton team that,
Saturday,
yeah,
or Friday night.
yeah,
Last Friday
Friday
night.
night. That I know Coach PJ very well. They have good guards. Last year, they beat a very good Crestwood team. They lost 4 games before the semifinal in the state.
Right.
They lost less 3 times, and they lost to, believe it or not, they lost to Scranton. And Scranton was at that game. Scranton was down 14, 15 points in the fourth quarter, and Crestwood arguably might have been better last year. They're bigger, stronger, and Gallagher like pretty good. And they made like 8 threes in the fourth quarter and beat them. So they're a team that can do that. And right before they played us against Delaware Valley, they took them out. They beat them before, but they took them out. And I think they had 14 threes. And so you got to watch those guards. And everybody talking coaches, they're on. They have to step back. They get shots off. The problem was we knew we had a size advantage. We had a depth advantage. They're 5 deep. And we got them.
And again, another early jump.
Yeah, well,
Very.
once again, you got to understand, when this core group were freshmen, and you people were around, we go up to the Mohegan Sun. And what happened was they were like deer in headlights. They just were. And we were down 14 points at halftime. So we're very good Williamsport team. Very good. Things didn't look good. And our second team held us in there until they just went at the last 4 minutes. And then we came out the second half and went on a 35-5 run to end the game. And I think that helped us last year, helped us this year. We actually calm going out there because you're excited. You're there for the first time. You're pumping your heart going. Sometimes do some crazy things.
I said to him, well, we both were courtside. He had the long version. I was kind of behind the basket, limited on what I could do.
Yeah.
But just the passing to me blew me away with how I mean, maybe it's just because I sit behind a bench usually when we're home, we're on the road, but I don't know. I saw something.
There's some people,
good things that were really different that just kind of blew.
some people
I
get
had
the
said to
game
him,
and see us for the first time. Like, things that they might watch on TV. You look on TV, it's great. I love it, but a little different than when you get there. People went to Mohegan Sun, they get to see a couple of games and go out to eat up there and do whatever you do. And they're going, whoa, can you move the ball? Can you shoot the ball? Is your press good? Like people who have not seen you up close and personal, they might have came here to a game or something, but it was quite a performance.
And in some of the games we did up there this past week, we saw teams struggle.
Struggle to shoot. Absolutely.
Shoot. I mean, just with the depth perception,
Yeah,
like the bigger,
the
it's
free throws.
it's like a tunnel on one end.
Yeah.
I mean, Dunmore and Redeemer both struggled
Struggled to shoot
the
the ball.
first game. I mean, that was a very low scoring game.
We were really surprised at Dunmore.
Well, Dunmore came back.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a nice team.
They do.
They have a nice team, but Redeemer, I mean, they
They
all with that last 31 seconds. I mean, you know what I mean? And that was
5 up. And
that happened.
Yeah.
That happened. So,
you get on that playing field.
So we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
we're pretty happy. And in the districts, when you go to the intra-district, usually the top seeds hold out. If they do, you kind of know where you are. But with district, we play the first round of the district, Philly team, District 1. People get upset there. And you might be playing a team that's really good that got upset or had a bracket that is a tough team. Then they get down, and then other team plays a better game. You're playing someone who is a 3rd or 4th seed, another in the 8th spot.
What did I hear you say on one of those podcasts? What it takes to win a state championship?
For win a state championship, someone told me this many, many years ago. I've been coaching forever, and they said, state champ. I said, God, it's a really good team, Todd. You haven't gotten there. Well, the story I tell is very simple. One of my dearest friends is Bob Schnorr downtown when there was one school, okay? And he's an institution, won 950 games. I mean, I think 10 or 11 state champs, had Division I players all over the place. One time he asked me for my offense. Could I have your offense, Gab? Yeah, I can. I said, yeah. Well, it looked real good. He won a state championship. He had Tina Nicholsfield, a 4-year starter at Penn State, Maine. He had Torres Hoover, 4-year starter at Virginia. Kristen Cook, a 4-year starter at Syracuse. I said, Bob, anything would look good there. Let's go. Believe it or not, in the initial season of the WN, show you how old I am. The initial season, he was the only coach in the country that had 2 people on the roster from his program. And so, like really good. And so you're running into him. Then you went to a dear friend of mine, Bob Schaefer, West Hazelton grad, who was at Cheltenham, won 750 games. So amongst them, they won 2,000 games. They have 15 state championships. They say, yeah, when are you going to win one? Well, we always bring it to them. I remember a Schaefer would come for 20 years in our tip-off tournament, and we won it 4 or 5 times. He won it 18 times. Maybe someone else won it one. You win your tip-off tournament. When you get uglier teams, he had people in this gym, Laura Harper stuff, start as a freshman on national championship. Breeze, the coach of Maryland, she went to Maryland, started when they won their first national championship at Maryland. She was here the year before. I mean, you talk about a 6'4" girl and players who have played Bangsburg went on to play with Abington Heights. Like, we run into these phenomenal teams, and we were very good. I'll tell you a funny story. This is a good one. There was a lot of coaches come. One year we had 3 great teams I tip off on. And they were coaches, all big time Division I coaches all over the place. One of my former players was endemic. I don't know where the heck she was at Kansas State or something like that. There was a lot of people here. They're here. They're one of the top tournaments in the state. He said, and there's a lot of good players. Unfortunately, none of them are on your team. I said, well, but we got there because we get those kids are tough kids, 5'9", 5'8". We do our thing, we press, and we compete with them. But these cats, they're 6'1" and tremendous athletes, tremendous, like, oh my God. So we competed, but we kept running. And one time I said this, Bob Schaefer, he was 0 for 2 in our tip-off tournament state championship. And we had him by 4 in the second round. And we lost. Then we had him again up in Allentown. And when Megan Laboda played, that guy, she was there. We had him 21-11. I'll never forget. She was playing good. She had 15 points. She was playing awesome. They took a girl off the bench when she was glue or what. We got the ball. She didn't score. We ended up losing. I mean, there's tremendous athletes out there. People think it's easy. It's not easy. It's really, really tough. It's there's so many good teams. And so getting back to your question, because I ramble on. To win a state championship, number 1, you got to be good. We're good. Got to be good. Number 2, got to upset somebody. You're gonna play someone that you got to beat someone maybe you're not supposed to, and you need an upset. You need an upset because to go through the gauntlet, especially now, because both Schaefer and Bobby Schaefer and Schnorr said to me when they let the Philadelphia teams in, the private schools in.
Right.
He said, I'm going to tell you something right now. And they were institutions. He said, try to win your district. If you're good, you make a game or 2. That doesn't mean you can't win it. If you go through the history of the state tournament, the last 12 years, in all classification, boys or girls, I think there's 12 teams, 6 girls and 6 boys. They're always 80% private. And you have teams that are so good. And then you're running to that prep where you're running to here. And I think something got to be done about that. That's a conversation.
Father Judge.
Yeah, although, you're running to those teams that are like, whoa. And, they are. And they have like an open policy in the city of Philadelphia.
I was watching Archbishop Wood play. They're 5.
Yeah, last year.
They took Crestwood up pretty good last year.
I might want to add, they were outstanding. I was there. But they only lost Perk Valley by 24, by the way, to show you the level. And they were outstanding. They were really good because Crest was really good. Really good.
They scored
2 last was us. And I was at the game and I'm like, yo, that girl's good. This girl's good. They're in that privately.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kirk beat them by 24. How could that happen?
And I was looking at the bracket.
Yeah.
They're 12-12.
Yeah. Well,
and they're loaded again.
I'm telling you, it's going to come down with a scrimmage yesterday against Bethel Catholic, and he has to, in the second round or the third round, go through that. He says he's ready because their stud last year transferred to one of those schools that are different one, and so that hurts a little. They're still good, but you're right. You win a state championship, you're 13-12. I mean, but because look at the league there. You got O'Hara, you got Archbishop Carroll, you got. All these teams are really good, and day in and day out. Yeah, they're saying, oh man, they're good. It's tough. It's really tough.
It's always a bishop or an upper.
So we're hoping that we get that run. That's what I'm saying. We're good enough. But you gotta play a real good game.
I'll tell you what, Coach, looking at the bracket and studying the bracket just over and over.
He's a big
upper of the bracket guy.
Yes.
The upper part of the bracket is absolutely loaded.
Well, let's put it to you this way. Danny and a lot of my friends, Robin Wallace down there, they look at it, they go, well, you got a little bit of break the first round because you had to play with them, okay? Then the second round, you're gonna play an East Penalty team. We've done very well against them, but still good. Looks like it's gonna be Parkland. I think they're gonna win. So they're pretty good. Parkland's been there. And then we go to Conklin. We got Upper Dublin. Now they don't get upset. Upper Dublin,
Which they can.
Archbishop Carroll,
Yeah.
and O'Hara, because they lost the Carrolls out west, and they're gonna come out of the west. There's a good shot because Springford 2 years ago, we're in the same situation out the west. They end up playing O'Hara after they beat us.
For state
Yeah,
championship.
exactly, for a state championship. So like, we like it that way. I guess we do. We're gonna go through the 3 top teams. Now, you said we're 10. Someone showed me a ranking. I think we're 4th. So we're gonna take out 1, 2, and 3. That's the way it's gonna work. But we start Friday, 1 game at a time.
And we're gonna talk about that game in just a minute
Sure.
while I quickly pay 2 bills. Sponsor thank yous, our good friend Randy Marchetti. Big thanks to him, R.L. Marchetti Plumbing and Heating, serving the area for over 110 years. Emergency service, scheduled service, if it is emergency service and it's like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, Randy will get to you in a considerable amount of time to save that problem. Please give them a call, as they've been serving our area and areas outside of the Hazleton area for over 110 years. Please give them a call, 570-455-7335. Big thanks to Randy and staff and crew, everybody at RL Marchetti Plumbing and Heating. Anything I do involved with this school, whether it's with my broadcast co-part, we're doing away games, any kind of sponsorship, Randy is always there for us. So we can't thank him enough. Quickly, we'll stop living in pain, start living in health. Sacco
I
Chiropractic.
might have to go there after today.
We may have to take it. Better known as a cutting edge in pain relief for the Hazleton area. 1730 East Broad Street here in Hazleton, the best of chiropractic care in Hazleton, voted many times 4 doctors devoted to all your wellness needs. A patient of 3 of them, Dr. Scott Sacco, Dr. Brandon Augustine, Dr. Michael Palermo, Dr. TJ Stepansky, some names you may recognize as well. Another good friend of myself and this show. Please give them a call, either by appointment for an appointment, 570-497-4150, or there is a little QR code on the bottom of the screen. You could screen that as well and do your appointment online. That's where that will take you. Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. Friday, 8 to 5. That's Sacco Chiropractic. Stop living in pain, start living in health. 1730 East Broad Street here in Hazleton. Sponsorships are available as we're going to be moving on through the rest of the playoffs there. Looks like we're going to be moving into baseball and possibly softball season as well. So give us a call, 570-778-5942, or Facebook PM us at the local sports bud. All right, so now we move on to Friday. First big state game, Garnet Valley's coming in.
Now, everybody's the same thing.
Glen Mills, PA.
Win and advance.
Win and advance.
Doesn't matter how you play. Tell the girls they think I'm nuts. It's that. No, I don't want to guilt things. I want to play. But if you could tell me right now, we're winning the game on a half court shot, I take it. That means we won. That's all it counts. Doesn't matter. And kids sometimes I didn't play good. It's all about winning right now. Nothing about statistics, nothing about anything.
It gets
How
all
tough
thrown
you
away.
are.
Yep.
You have one bad game, everybody goes, thanks, they have a great game, they're banking things up. Things can change. That's why people love March Madness. They stick for the underdogs, okay? Us being one of the top dogs, great record, and 24-2, and people are reading about us the last couple of years. Don't worry, they know about us. Because last year, you and Burke Valley, sure said, oh, it's you and Upper Dublin, or you and Carl. That's people start talking. So they start looking at this like it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's a very good team. They were excellent last year. They're not as good because they lost 2 seniors who are playing in college now, but they're pretty good. They start 3 seniors and 2 juniors, and the juniors are very good. Their mother, I know, and I don't call her up, but she played for Hoban. Stacy Muscabs, a great player for Bishop Hoban, Holy Redeemer.
So
you can see
very
that.
familiar name.
Very good player. So I'm gonna find him. The kids come out, maybe break them down a little bit. I'm talking, where's your mother? I'm going in the stands, receiving the stands, or get her down here. But they're a very good team. They're solid. But
Good bait.
and this is what happens.
You've been
But
scouting.
in
Been
district,
watching.
this is what happens in District 1 because they get 11 teams in. I think they're 17-7 or 18-8. I don't know what the heck they're on the record. The records are out the window. Saying that, they had a really good year. They lost the last 3 games. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Bob Snow would tell me, I had a good year when they used to play 24 games in the tournament stuff. He said, we're 20-4 going into our tournament. And we lose the last 3 games. It makes a look like they're like, I agree with you. So, they could lose 4 games at the end and say, boy, we had a good year. So they're very good. They're very solid. Now, our advantage, we're home.
Yep.
That's big. We're a different team at home. We're going to get a wonderful crowd. That's going to happen. We get fired up. We play there and stuff. They're going to travel over 2 hours. Okay. They're going to come here and stuff, but they're coming in to take on the Lady Cougars. I'll tell you, we're going to get a tough game. Looking at the tape, they're solid. They're good. And if you let the Damchicks, that's Scavish's twin daughters, you let them take over a game, you lose the game. They're
Another Addison.
Yep. Yeah, Addison. Yeah.
Addison.
Boy, you're doing your homework. You have that.
I watched 3 of their games.
He's one.
Not bad.
Good point guard.
Great,
Yeah.
yep.
14 good point guard.
Yeah.
They got some bigs coming off the
Hey,
bench.
wait, break that down. I got my notes right
Reese
here.
Hunter, point guard, number 14.
Yeah, she's pretty good. The big center, 15's nice, senior.
Gilson.
And, Bilson. Even those are-
I
love it. Guess what? You're standing here talking to the girls that have to do it and put their names up on the board.
I mean, when I was watching with them, they played a lot of zone against
They
them,
did. 2-3.
but they like man too. They like to go man. They played man against Springford a lot.
Yep.
And they don't score a lot of points.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Yeah, no,
once again, what we do, talk to people. And they know us. I mean, we've been around for 2-3 years, as the coach Mohara said after the games goes. My team and Myers, myself, we're still trying to catch our breath.
Yeah.
We went and played Germantown down by the shore. The ref said to me, "This is unbelievable." He said, "I read more in this game than went every game I had last year."
It's all the
And
broadcast crew that
and
as well.
You could literally, you can say it's going to happen, but until you experience. Between you and me, I love playing teams who have not played this, because if they play this, they at least have a feel. When you haven't played this, what we do, the rest are different. I don't want to go into detail, but it's different. And we're going to make you play the whole 32 minutes. We'll make you play the whole 32 minutes. And they, we can break that. They do break it. If it's that easy, then no, they're going to break it. They're going to break it. But then they break and we catch it. We have a couple of different presses, take things away, and then all of a sudden the run comes. The run comes. When they have to call a timeout. That to me is the most exciting thing that happens in the game, because I'm a presser. And when they call a timeout and you can see they're frustrated, they come from it's a natural high for this cat right here, because I love it. Now you got it. Then we'll usually go our 11 red. We'll take everything away. We'll switch it a little bit, especially if we've been getting some stuff. And the way we move the ball, we're saying the key is that we shoot the ball. Now, if we're shooting the ball, we're going to get in our press, but we're pressing all the best, so we don't really care. We're going to run all over the place and stuff, and maybe give you some shots. We're going to try to trap and stuff. You're going to get some shots against us. Let's hope they don't get everything in sight. That's the thing. But if they don't, and we get the rebound, boy, we're going. Our fast break is as good as our press. It's as good as we do. We run a secondary. The goal is to never run offense. We don't run offense. And we move well without the ball. We have 5 shooters who are out there one time, but with the kids we have today, and some of the people come off the bench, might be better shooters. I'm just telling you, they might be better shooters, and they know their role, and our kids know who can shoot and penetrate and kick them out. So I feel pretty good, but your kids gotta play. You gotta play. And here's what happens in a game like this, where you're probably favored, obviously, you get a big crowd, they're anticipating West making a run and stuff, and it works the opposite way. I've seen it. I've coached too many times where you're struggling. You're not shooting the ball. They're making things, and they're up and stuff. And the harder you try, the more you miss a lift, and you throw the ball. We have an opportunity, and you start hearing the quotes in the crowd, and that's a downer. It's like, oh God, you start hearing the moans, and it's like, oh my God, don't hear that.
Hey, we know when things aren't going well. When I could hear what my head said.
You
Down
yelled
on the
against
court.
Sasha.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? I don't know.
There's no people that it's funny. At the Mohegan Sun, that girl came up to me, young woman, 2 kids. They're like about 6th grade and 5th grade. So, Coach Gowdy, you won't remember me. I played for Valley West, and Jamie Kotzko and what's the name played when Joy Gallagher played. Oh my God, it was fun. I know, he didn't coach, but I loved the other coach. You were yelling up and down, you're going up and down. We watched the tape and said, look at him, he's a mental case. I am not a mental case. You got to understand the style. First of all, I'm going. That's number one. okay?
We would
Second of all, we're
have
pressing.
never.
And there are rules to our press. And I can't sit there and go, she's breaking a rule. Oh, no, no. You'll hear me because everybody knows. Turn them. What are you doing? Because there are rules. And I'm not really yelling at a person. They can't
Right.
understand. I'm yelling at the system. Who's ever in that system.
Danny was yelled at just hitting
When they go down the
Before
side,
Lauren, when she was on the bench.
you gotta turn them. Like you gotta turn them. There's things we do, but you can't reach or you gotta read. Like we're pressing overplay. So they do this down the quarter and most teams, I'm gonna tell you this, will run down to the bank. Not us. No, no, no. No, we're taking everything away at half court. They go after that, we're taking away. We want them to throw cross court, and that's open. Sure. But then when they throw it, instead of us going back, we're charging with 2 more people again in front. It's a totally different game. And just tell you, it's a totally different game. Yeah, it's funny. I'll tell you another story. This was a few years ago. We were scrimmaging down in Blue Mountain. Oh my God, it must have been about 8, 10 years ago. Okay. And there's my buddy at Berks Catholic. Okay. And, you know, and a lot of my assistants played for me. Sure. They played for me and they're in the system and they're coaching because they know me and I like them and stuff like that. And we were playing and stuff and talking about Birmingham. A dear friend of mine, some friends up here, go to Penn State with this stuff. And we're supposed to go out. And she came over and she goes, teaching 5 years, teaching. She's an elementary teacher in Berks County. Okay. She said, I need to fight more. She said, you sound the same way. You're yelling the same thing. You're doing everything the same. I said, why should I change? We're pretty successful. She said, you're calling the same thing. A left, turn. He said, they thought like 8, 10 years when I was in high school. And we were laughing about that. It was good. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And that's what I do. That's what I do. Now, when you're this good, you don't see me get into it that much because we've taken out teams and I really don't have to. Right. And that's where my coaches come in and stuff like that. But we're pretty good.
The animation never stops.
Yeah, well,
I just think Friday, I think my opinion Friday is I think if you guys get off to a good start,
Yep.
the long bus ride,
Yep.
make them run because they do not like to run.
We know that. You see the smile. They don't look like they like pressure, but they're good enough to break it.
Yeah, the 2 girls, the 2 twins are very
Very
good.
good. They're
I
very
mean, they play really good down low. And the one, the 23, Kaylee,
Yep.
could shoot from the outside. She was taking shots from Broad Street in that game against Perk. She could play outside, she could play inside.
They're a good team.
Yeah,
They're just a
they're
fine
tough.
team. And well, they lost 2 seniors, but the seniors backed up. They're good. It's not going to be an easy game. Not going to be an easy game. And our kids, we have to get that into them. You're playing an 8 seed, but you're playing a very, very good team. And you better play well and you better attention to detail. And I got on them yesterday because we had a little bit slow start against Bethlehem Catholic in the scrimmage. And then we turned around with pretty good, a good day.
Yeah, and like you said, in that Philly tournament, though, just we were watching it, we were watching the teams
Sure.
come through. Central was Bucks East or
Bucks
whatever, they
East,
were the
yeah.
2 seed.
Bucksy.
And now I think they're 4 or 5. They lost a couple of games.
Yeah.
Pennsbury ended up finishing second.
Second. And they, listen, we saw that game. I know some people, and I was thinking about going to it, sold out.
Yeah, a bunch of them
They
were
were sold out. And we wanted to go see it. So we found it online and stuff. And Pennsbury's a good team. In the summer, they're good. They couldn't make an outside shot. They had some good looks. And if you have that, they make a couple. That changed the game. And I've seen us go 2 for 20 on the 3 and stuff. But if we're shooting, we'll be tough out for anybody.
I agree. What do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, there you have it. That happens this Friday, the 6th of March.
7 o'clock, baby.
7 o'clock here at Hugh McGee Gymnasium.
With dinosaurs, we'll be here.
Yes, we'll be here, all of us. But we'll
So
talk.
buy tickets at the door. Some older people
Yes.
like that thing.
We're gonna
Got
put
the
up
exact change, $10. Now you can do it online, save a buck or 2 or something.
Right, I think it's 9 online and 11 at the door.
Yeah, yes, right. I think it's 10 at the door, but you got the exact change.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to come out. The weather is going to be great.
It's supposed to be a great week.
Pass the word. You don't have to buy them online. We're going to post that on the local sports pod and Facebook as well.
You're gonna scalp the
But
tickets, right?
no, well, I get it for free. I know people. But they are going to be available at the door again. That's this Friday, the 6th of March, 7 o'clock p.m. right here at the Hugh McGee Gymnasium at the Hazleton Area High School. First round state tournament, state championship tournament. Coach Gav's ready. Paul Bowe's ready.
Always ready.
We're always ready. Quickly want to thank our sponsors one more time. Randy Marchetti, our Arnold Marchetti Plumbing and Heating. Randy Marchetti, our good friend. Sacco Chiropractics of Hazelton. Thank you so much to Scott and Lauren and the group up there. Barbush Automotive, BLB Auto Sales over on 940 over in Harley. Big thanks to Brian and his staff. Also, our crossover sponsor, Farrell's Funeral Services. They're dying to get in. That's all
They
we can
sponsored
say.
me, the crossover.
Yeah, there you go. He said it might be dead soon
Put the
anyway.
flowers on them.
Big thanks to Andy and Jeff over there. Again, always never saying no. A big thank you to Coach Gav, who allowed us to come in here and do this all season long. And we're not done yet. There's gonna be one more, we hope. We won't say when, but watch our socials. We'll get into that in a minute. Thank you to Alyssa Shabani, who puts this whole thing together, and I bug her for 2 weeks at a time on the phone. Actually, she reminded me about this show.
Let me about it.
We were in the playoffs last week. We had a game one almost every day for the last month.
It all runs together.
Exactly. Since
I
we
did
went
6 games in 2 days.
since we went to Wildwood, I haven't been right. I mean, I'm never right, but you know, hanging with you and
You did a good job.
hanging with
Yeah,
you,
no,
and
good job.
we
People
never.
can't make it.
we
They
never
love watching
been
you
right.
guys.
But,
Commentary.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you to Danny. He filled in one night. You know, the team, the girls are amazing. I said so much as we've been going on, and it's been a pleasure, and we're not done yet. And I'm enjoying every single minute of this. Just like this guy next to me does. He told me it's everything it would be and then more. So it's been a fun ride here. But real quick, want to remind you, always remember, please you follow, share, like, comment, whether it's good or bad. Our Facebook page, the Local Sports Pod, our YouTube page, at the Local Sports Pod, and Instagram.com, Instagram with the highlights of the show, all in lowercase, the Local Sports Pod. I guess that's gonna do it, fellas. I really don't have that much more to say, but
Guys, just come out and support the team.
get out here Friday night. It's probably the last time you're gonna get to see him at home,
Asphalt game.
because after that, everything goes to bigger places.
Neutral sites.
Neutral sites, better teams as they go. You heard Coach Gav explain it all. Again, Friday night, here, the 6th, this coming Friday, 7:00 PM. Paul, myself, Coach Rich Salonis will be on the Hazelton area School District YouTube live.
And Davino.
Can't forget our producer,
Don't forget
Davino,
Davino.
always important. We'll be there. He'll be there. The team will be there. We need you to be here. Whether you come support us live, which would be so much more important to these girls, to their coach, to all of us, to have this gym packed, and send the girls along on their journey and give them a good start here with a good home crowd. So that is going to do it for myself, Mikey Sosar, for Coach Gallio, for Paul Ball, the voice of this whole thing that happens out on this court and anywhere else on these athletic fields.
The job nobody wants.
Yeah, the job nobody wants. It could be true. But that is going to do it for us. We will see you down the road here real quick. One more. We just not sure when it's going to happen. But for the Local Sports Pod, for Coach Gav, for Paul Bo, who's our special guest all the time, for Kelly K, who couldn't make it today, Renee Sosar, my wife, filling in on producing,
Shout out to Missy and Colleen for printing her certificate.
and Missy and Colleen, thank you.
Missy's not happy.
I think I owe a $28 bill or something.
At least
but
coffee for Missy.
that's going to do it for us. We'll see you down the road. And as always, let's go Cougars.